Hey guys, what's up? And this is J&M Podcast, and we're going to be talking about the MVP candidates. This is Joey here. And the five main MVP candidates in the NBA this year have been Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, LeBron James, and Kawhi Leonard. But Isaiah Thomas has kind of faded out of the picture, so we're going to be talking about just the other four I just previously stated. And first, we're going to start with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is currently 28 years old, and he's averaging a triple-double. 31.4 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game, 10.4 assists per game, and 1.6 steals per game. And he's pretty much been doing it at all. At all. And his PER is 30.6, which is number one in the league. And for those of you that don't know, PER is player efficiency ranking. But his team is sixth in the West currently, and that's his backbone, or his ACL. And that might be the thing that cost him the MVP award. Because if his team was a top four team, I guarantee you he'd win the MVP award. But right now, it just looks like he's stat sheet stuffing. And no disrespect to Russell Westbrook's season or anything, but right now I think it's more on the other players and not him right now. Next, we're gonna start with James Harden, and he is 27 years old right now. He's averaging 29.3 points per game, 8.0 rebounds per game, 11.3 assists per game, and 1.5 steals per game. So for those of you that don't say he doesn't play defense, my bad. He does. He averages 1.5 steals, so that's pretty good. And his team is currently third in the West. And he has a 27.5 PER, which is fifth in the league right now. And I think he has the upper hand right now in the MVP race out of like everybody right now because his team's a top four team. And he's had a monster year compared to all the other players as of now. LeBron James, he's 32 years old. He's a familiar face in this race. He's averaging 26.3 points per game, 8.7 assists per game, 8.5 rebounds per game. And his team is second in the East currently. And he has a 27.02 PER, which is sixth in the league currently. LeBron James, he's on the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. And he's going to get the second or the first seed in the East, depending on what happens tomorrow. I think that game will depend on who's going to win the East. He'll be going against the Celtics tomorrow. And, LeBron, he's had his usual monster year and everything, but I think this year he's going to lose it out to other MVP candidates. And, not to disrespect LeBron or discourage his year, but, he's just, the other players have been better this year, and that's that. But he's had the better career. And last but not least, we have Kawhi Leonard. He's 25 years old. He's averaging 25.9 points per game, 3.6 assists per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, and 1.8 steals per game. And his PER is 27.66, which is second in the league. Now, Kawhi Leonard has been a beast this year. He has a claw of a hand, and he's been a monster on all sides of the court this year. He's the best defensive player in the league. He should probably win the MVP award and the Defensive Player of the Year award. So that's my favorite to win it this year. But that's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to go to James Harden or Russell Westbrook. But I think Russell Westbrook should not get it this year because, with all his bad field goal percentage and everything, I mean, not to disrespect him or anything. He's a monster player and everything, but he just turns the ball over too much, I think. And he shoots too many dumb shots, and he doesn't think at times in clutch possessions. I mean, he's really, really clutch, but he takes a lot of dumb shots, which might cost his team in the playoffs when the playoffs come around. And his team might be seventh in the West, which is not good enough to win you an MVP award. LeBron James, I don't think he's gonna win it this year, so that's enough talking about him. He's whining too much this year. He's been a baby, and him and Tristan Thompson, they got in a argument a couple of days ago, and it got pretty intense, and he needs to stop showing up his teammates and be a team player. That's why Michael Jordan is always going to be better than him. I don't think it's even close right now, to be honest, even if he wins a couple of more championships. Well, actually, if he wins a couple of more championships, then it'll be a different story. But he didn't, so we're not talking about that. And last but not least, James Harden, and we just talked about him, but I think it should be between him and Kawhi Leonard because they have the two of the best records in the league. They're gonna stay in third place. That's pretty much locked up. And he's been a monster this year. He's almost averaging 30 a game. He's had some pretty even stats, and he gets 1.5 steals per game. So people that say he doesn't play defense, I don't think it's true at all. And he has a 27.5 PER, which is fifth in the league. So right now, I think it's between James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. And no disrespect to Russell Westbrook or LeBron James, but I feel like they're just the better players right now, and I take them over anybody else in the league right now. And that's it for today, guys, and thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.